The Lord, everybody. May God continue to bless you and may you allow God to continue to use you. So, today, talking about what have I not let go of? It brings me to the scripture of Proverbs 3 5 through 6. Trust the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. And another thing, when you're talking about what have I not let go of, you got to remember that you reap what you sow. Letting go of something does not mean to put it down for a couple of weeks or just a couple of months and put it back up and reminisce on what's going on or what happened. You can't allow yourself to suppress some things that you have not let go of because it's just a matter of time that you're going to burst. Because what you keep on sinking in and sinking in and sinking in, and you don't talk about it, and you don't go to somebody wise with wisdom or somebody that been through it, then it's just a matter of time before you have this big outrage. And keeping something into something, you reap the results. Okay? Meaning of pain or painful thoughts and memories, desires, and unhealthy habits. What or who could be holding you from letting things go? Could it be your relationship? Could it be my friends that I can't let go, some of them? Could it be this emotional soul tie that I'm not letting go of because it hurt me so bad that it's not easy for me to let go? Could it be sexual things that I have encountered with? Could it be unforgiveness, which is so unhealthy? What could it be that is holding you back from letting it go? Don't lose yourself for not letting things go. Don't lose yourself because it's not worth you losing who you are because you have not let those things go. Could it be that you're walking without God that got you confused and lost? Could it be that you have, connected yourself to someone that has served you no purpose, no good deed, or benefit you? But you have to remember that you have to stay rooted and grounded. When you learn to let go of hurtful things in the hurtful past and memories of people doing you wrong and things that didn't come into agreement with you, then you effectively know how to move forward and with the help of God. I was listening to something, and she said it was Pastor Cora Jakes. Yeah. She said that when you begin to put your faith in God, when you give God your faith, when you give God your faith, He will effectively push you through the fight. And I hope I said that right. But see, when you are having a hard time letting things go, you got to trust God. You got to put your faith somewhere. So why not put your faith in God and believe that He will help you through this fight? Because trying to let go of things is not an easy thing, especially if you not have practice. If you haven't practiced, the steps, reading your word or praying or just meditating your mind of good things, on good things. You got to keep your faith and you got to keep trusting God to know that God will bring you through and He will help you break loose of what's been holding you back. 1 Corinthians 1 2 through 4. It's another scripture. Not letting go of things could burden you down, which will make you act out of character. So don't hold things, because when you begin to hold things and you eventually, like I was saying, it's that outburst that's waiting to come out, and that outburst come, sometimes people will look at you in a different way. And sometimes there is no changing their mind anymore. That's why don't suppress it. Seek God's face. Seek God in his presence. And know that God will bring you out. Don't keep criticizing yourself. Sometimes it goes beyond yourself. You know what I'm saying? In order to move forward, you got to know who you are. Sometimes you need a spiritual awakening because a lot of us needs a heart check. As I was learning in church last Sunday, the preacher talked about having a heart check because some things starts in it's also in your heart, begins in your mind, but it's also in your heart. Because some things we have to let go because we're holding things back in our heart because we are broken. But to know that we serve a God that is who's willing to mend the brokenhearted. Ain't nothing better than a wonderful working God, a miracle working God. Sometimes you got to pay attention to things that may seem too easy or too good. God allows good things to happen, but you got to let him work effectively in your life. Have possible people that will be positive to you, that'll serve a position in your life, that don't bring you no negative energy, no foolishness. Because the more that you begin to meditate on foolishness, you're going to act out on that. And all that's doing is feeding that suppressing spirit. Make sure that you have things going for yourself. Make sure you stay prayed up and continue to practice the things of God. And make sure that you practice acknowledging God. Challenge yourself to do different. If you don't learn to let go, you have to accept the consequences. So why go through all of that when there is help provided? Sometimes some of us may say, well, I haven't found anyone. Well, what could you do? See, sometimes we're looking and seeking for other people to do the work for us, but sometimes it's got to start with ourselves. Matter of fact, all the time, it's got to start with you. You got to know that I'm ready to let this thing go. Because if you're not ready to let it go, it doesn't matter how many people lay hands on you. It doesn't matter how many people praying for you. If you're not ready to receive the help of God to bring you out of what's going on, it won't work. Because you're not ready. You have to have the mindset of, I'm ready to let go. Don't keep burdening yourself down. God is always with you. Love you.